Hello and welcome. On this video I'm going to be discussing something known as SEO, or Search Engine Optimization. And basically what that term refers to is getting your web pages, your videos, your articles, and whatever else you might have online to the top of the search engines when somebody types in a relevant keyword or search term. Now, there's a lot of consultants out there that charge a lot of money to do search engine optimization. Frankly, they charge a ridiculous amount of money for what goes into it. It's actually fairly simple to do. You can do it yourself for completely free. If you're a little intimidated by some of it, you can get a search engine consultant to do some, or you can just get your website designer to do some of it for you, and it shouldn't cost you very much to get it done. So let's go into what's involved in SEO, and then on the blog I'll go into greater detail as to how you can do it yourself. Alright, so let's go ahead and define search engine optimization a little bit more thoroughly. According to Wikipedia, search engine optimization, or SEO, is the process of improving the visibility of a website or a web page. And the reality is it's actually a web page, because search engines only display one page at a time in search engines via the natural or unpaid, also known as organic or algorithmic search results. Basically, it just means that the process of improving the visibility of the website in unpaid or non-advertisement search engine results. So that's really what it is. So search engine optimization, like I said, it really only applies to a web page, because you're going to get individual results per page. You don't get a whole website for a given search term. You'll only get individual pages of that website for individual search terms. So that's basically the way it works. Now, search engine optimization can be used for everything from web pages, YouTube videos, articles, Facebook pages, and even Twitter and social media. So all of search engine optimization is heavily based on what are called keywords or keyword phrases. And that's simply what somebody would type into a search engine like Google to find information. So for instance, in this case, I've typed in plumbers in San Antonio. That would be the keyword that we're looking for information on. And if we scroll down here, first of all, these in this top section, that light pink area, are advertisements, so that's not actually something that deals with search engine optimization. The second section here is the Google Places listings, and if you haven't already, I recommend you look at that, because the way Google is doing things now is that they put the top 7 Google Places listings at the top in most cases. Occasionally you'll get one or two really good, well-optimized websites will appear above these, but in most cases these are appearing first. But the next thing down is the web pages that are optimized for that search term, plumbers in San Antonio. And several different things go into this, as I'm going to be discussing in a moment. But let's just notice the order that we have them in here. We have superpages.com, we have rotorooter.com, and elocalplumbers.com are the top 3. Now let's go ahead and change that keyword just slightly. Let's call it, we'll say best plumbers in San Antonio. But let's go ahead and come down here again, and we'll notice that we still have superpages.com, but now we have something different. We have angieslist.com in second, and sanantonioplumbing.net is third. So we have the second and third place listings for that keyword are different. These websites are just optimized better for that particular keyword phrase than the ones that were for just plumbers in San Antonio. So that's the basic idea, is that it's based on what people are entering into the search engines like Google and Yahoo and Bing. Now, on the blog, I go into more detail on how to figure out what keywords to use to optimize your web pages and other items for, because you can't just guess at this. There's different numbers of searches for each keyword phrase, and so you want to maximize the number of people seeing your web pages, so you want to target those that have the highest number of people using those particular keywords. So let's go ahead and move on and talk a little bit more about how you use keywords in your web page. There are two main aspects of search engine optimization, and the first aspect is what's called on-site optimization. And you can see I've put in the keyword phrase Spine San Antonio. And as we come down here, we can see we have all of the Google Places listings there. But then we get to the first of the actual web pages, and it's this website, spinesanantonio.com. And that's the very first thing to look at, is the name of the web page. If you have it in the domain name, the keyword in the domain name, that's going to help you quite a bit, as it does here. And if it's not in your domain name, if you have it in the page name, like we do down here, this is youcomparehealthcare.com, you can see we have Spine and San Antonio in the name of the page that's loading for that particular keyword. So let's take a look at this one that's ranked number 1. This is actually a site that I did. It's not a terribly fancy site, but it gets the job done. Okay, and here's the site. And as I said, there's different things that go into on-site, which just means the things that you actually build into the website itself. And some of those things include what's called the title tag, which is welcome to spinesanantonio.com. Sometimes you can see it very clearly, and sometimes you can't. In this case, you can see it. And then there's other things like how you put the keyword into the context of the web page itself. And some of that is just by sprinkling into the text of the web page. Some of it is by naming your images, and in this case this is a video, naming your video and image files with that particular keyword helps. Several different things go into it as I go into more detail on the instructionals on my blog. So that's on-site optimization. The other thing is what's called off-site optimization. And off-site optimization has to do with the links going back to the web pages in question. Let's go back to Google, and I'm going to do something that you'll see me go into more detail on this in the on the blog. And I'm going to put this in as what's called an in-anchor search. And in-anchor means that this phrase, Spine San Antonio, appears in what's called the anchor text that links other web pages to these web pages. And so it's going to tell you how many web pages have in links going to them this phrase, Spine San Antonio. And there's, according to this 13,900 results, that's not always reliable, as I'll discuss more on the keyword research module. But you can see that here again, mine is the main domain is top. The blog on that domain is second place. A blog entry on that domain is third place. A blog entry on there is fourth place. And then looks like we get into some others that and then here's a YouTube video that has links to it with that I did for them. That's the video that actually plays on that particular website. So you can see that it's important to have all of these things have links to them with that particular keyword phrase, because that's going to help you get better ranking in the search engines. So that covers the basics of search engine optimization. For more details on how to do this exactly, visit the blog, and it will show you step by step what goes into search engine optimization, both on-site and off-site, so that you can start getting your websites and videos and whatever other information you've put on the internet, get it ranked more highly in the search engines. So that covers it for this video. Thank you for watching.